You've been told fitness is about how you look. It isn't, not really, and the actual psychology behind why physical condition affects attraction has almost nothing to do with vanity, and almost everything to do with signals your conscious mind isn't even aware it's reading. Subscribe before we go further. What you're about to learn changes how you'll see a gym, a mirror, and yourself. Part 1. Long before conscious preference, attraction operated as a rapid information gathering system, a way of assessing, in seconds, signals about health, vitality, and capability, without needing a single word exchanged. Physical fitness sits directly inside that system. Not because a toned body is inherently more valuable, but because it historically correlated with energy, resilience, and the physical capacity to handle real demands. The signal persists even now, largely disconnected from the original survival logic that built it. Part 2. Here is the part almost everyone misses. What people are actually responding to, psychologically, is rarely the specific physical result. It's the discipline the result implies. A consistent, visible commitment to physical training signals something about a person's relationship to difficulty, delayed gratification, and follow-through qualities that matter considerably in a partner, in ways that extend well beyond the gym. If you've ever felt an instant sense of respect for someone clearly consistent in their habits, hit like right now because what I'm describing is exactly that mechanism operating on you. Part 3. Multiple studies on attraction find something consistently surprising. Perceived confidence predicts attraction more reliably than objective physical measurements alone. Fitness rarely creates attraction directly through appearance. It creates it indirectly, through the specific shift in posture, presence, and self-assurance that consistent physical accomplishment tends to produce in a person over time. The body changes. The nervous system changes with it. Part 4. Psychologists studying nonverbal communication have found that self-regard leaks out constantly through posture, eye contact, and the small, unconscious ways people occupy space. Someone who has built a genuine practice of caring for their physical health tends to carry a specific, quiet self-respect that registers often before a single word is spoken, has more attractive than conventionally ideal features attached to someone who visibly lacks that same regard for themselves. Subscribe if this is resonating. Next week, we go deeper into exactly how posture and presence shape first impressions. Part 5. There's a well-documented cognitive bias called the halo effect, the tendency to assume that one positive trait implies other unrelated positive traits. Physical fitness frequently triggers this bias directly. People unconsciously assume someone visibly fit is also more disciplined, more competent, even more trustworthy in entirely unrelated areas, regardless of whether that assumption is actually accurate. It's not fair. It's also not something willpower alone easily overrides, because it operates below conscious evaluation. If you've ever caught yourself assuming something positive about a stranger purely from how put together they appeared, drop it in the comments. I want to know if you noticed it happening in real time. Part 6. The healthiest relationship to fitness, psychologically, treats the physical result as a byproduct rather than the target. People chasing fitness purely for external validation tend to plateau, quit, or develop a fragile self-image entirely dependent on appearance. People who build the habit around discipline, energy, and genuine self-respect tend to sustain it far longer, and almost as a side effect, become considerably more attractive in the process, precisely because they've stopped performing for an audience and started building something real for themselves. Closing, attraction was never really about the body in isolation. It was always reading something deeper through it: discipline, self-respect, the capacity to commit to something difficult and stay with it. Build that, and the rest genuinely follows on its own. Hit that like button if this reframes something you'd never quite put into words. Drop in the comments, has anyone's discipline ever changed how attractive you found them, independent of their actual appearance? I read every single one. Subscribe before you go. We go deeper into this next week. Until then, the mirror was never really the point.